Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the Our Last Brain Cells podcast. I'm your host, Aiden, and I'm here with your favorite crippled co-host,
Allison.
Today, we're going to be talking about kind of just whatever we feel like. How you been doing, Allison?
I'm doing great. What have you been up to?
Mostly just sitting at my desk, drinking soda, playing video games, being lonely, doing nothing with my life, basically.
Me too.
Watching movies and just sitting alone. What have you been up to?
Well, if you don't know already, I've been a cripple for the past 3 months on a cane. I went ham and therefore haven't been able to walk since.
Yeah, you got a couple braces on you right now, don't you?
Yeah, like 6.
You like the whole crippled package, huh?
The deluxe one. I got crutches, 2 pairs, cane, and a wheelchair. What you asked for, man?
You're like the Alexa with the screen. It's so unnecessary, but I mean...
Yeah, the thing that no one needs.
Yeah, basically. Oh my god, school has been the worst.
How come?
Oh my god. I had a C+ in biology, and it was only because we finished our chapter 3. We've been working on chapter 4, but we're gonna call her...
Do we have a name for her?
Roxanne. Miss Roxanne had put anyone's grades in for chapter 3, and oh lord, it was so frustrating because it just got bumped up to a B. It was a solid B, and it's just annoying sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I can agree. With my teacher, we'll call him...
Allison, stop being slow. What teacher is it, Allison?
History teacher.
Just say it's Bob. I don't know.
I'm gonna call him Ty.
Well, then just start speaking.
Well, I didn't think of a name.
Oh my lord.
Shut up.
Allison, speak.
I'm speaking now.
Oh my lord.
So what he did is he only grades with like 6 points for each assignment. So if you get like a 4 out of a 6, you pretty much get a C, and you're pretty much failing the class.
Oh lord, I hate it when teachers do that.
Like,
Mr.
I have a B right now, but I could have an A. Like, I'm getting everything down. I'm perfectly fine with history. Just the way it's all graded and the point system is stupid.
My history teacher, who I'm going to call Mr. Martini. Mr. Martini really emphasizes on professional answers and he likes to call scholarly answers. So no short answers, no summarized answers. He likes that scholarly, official, like, business answers that you put in college. And there's been so many assignments where I had, like, we did an assignment on Pearl Harbor where I got all the facts right, but got a 3 out of 5 because I didn't have scholarly answers to his expectations. But I love Mr. Martini. He's a fun teacher, but he also... Why? Like, one of our warm-ups in the morning is he was teaching us how to write a scholarly email. Like, we all kind of already know that.
Mm-hmm.
And now all the school Chromebooks come with Grammarly. So he was trying to, like, teach us to use spell check and these weird ways to use spell check when our school computers come with Grammarly. Yeah. So we could just fix all the spelling mistakes. And he has good intentions. He has really good intentions, but you know, it's like a caveman trying to teach someone from our age how to start a fire. Like, we already know what we're doing. We don't need your caveman techniques.
Yeah, with my English teacher, I'm gonna call her Amanda. What she does is, like, with our warm-ups, we haven't been doing them a lot lately, but at first we were doing them throughout the entire trimester, and it would be rewriting the sentences to make it grammarly correctly, like, right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, you can punctuate it a certain way, or you can change the words, and the word will already be right.
Yeah.
Like, you have to insert a comma, but it doesn't look like it needs a comma, like, whatsoever. You could literally change the wording. Like, there's no correct thing. Like, there's a bunch of ways to form a sentence, but if you, like, write a word and she doesn't like the word, she's going to tell you it's wrong.
Yeah, another thing about, like, English teachers, like, don't you just hate it? Like, we were talking about this earlier, when, like, you take a test or, like, an exam or something, and one of the questions is, like, what do you think the author means by this? When it's an opinion, right? It's what you think.
Yeah.
But you get the question wrong because it's not what they wanted you to answer.
Yeah,
that's why I exempt out of every history exam I'm going to for the rest of my life, because It's unnecessary. I love my English teacher though. I'm not even gonna give a fake name for her because I have nothing bad to say about her. Miss Stawas. Miss Stawas is like I said I'm not gonna make a fake name for it because I've got nothing bad to say about it. Miss Stawas.
It was a system not to say last names.
Yeah, but I don't care because Miss Stawas is great. I put up the system because I didn't want to for Mr. Martini, I didn't want to say anything bad and him get upset or something. I don't know. You never know how teachers really are. But Miss Stawas is the GOAT. She has a charging station for your phones. She lets you drink, eat whatever you want in that class. I finished our project and we had this entire week we've had to work on it, and she didn't give me an extra assignment, anything to do. She just said, do whatever. I brought in my Nintendo Switch and I played and drank teas and just chilled with Michaela. And speaking of Michaela was supposed to be here.
Yeah, speaking of Michaela, so here we'll get to the cast members now. We're starting with Michaela.
We'll come back to this topic. We'll start Michaela. I love Michaela to death, but god dang
Me
Michaela.
Too. Platonically,
we took at 11 we were planning all this out, and Allison sent a screenshot saying here's what the plan is, and her plan was that her mother comes and gets us, which is okay if it's not a lot not a thing. We would be perfectly okay if her mom was we do that, but it was at 2:40.
Yeah,
it was later. It was a last minute cancellation. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. It's just Michaela, you were supposed to be here. Michaela, what the heck? I need someone short to make fun of. What do you do? I need a midget that's 3 feet tall. I need to make fun of.
You want a replacement midget, or just you need?
I just need a midget to make fun of. I'll have to scream for Faith to come in here so I can call her short and then say leave. So. You want to start? Go back to the school subject, or you want to go to the next subject?
I think we should just stick to this subject.
Okay, so yeah, Miss Stawas has a whole charging station for phones. If she
Wrong
lets you do
subject, but okay, we'll stick with it.
Shut up! You said the other. Shut up. Yeah. Miss Stawas is great. She just literally doesn't care about whatever as long as you get your stuff done. She does not care, and she's the nicest lady. She doesn't use technology or any of that stuff. She always tells a story. She's the nicest lady. I'm also gonna say this other teacher's name, Miss Rosencrantz. Miss Rosencrantz is I don't have her this try.
I wish I had her as a teacher, but I'm too smart to have her. Apparently, it's what it seems like.
Because she teaches algebra and then she teaches calculus, and I think she does algebra too, but I'm not sure.
Well, then I could do algebra 2 and calculus with her because I'm in geometry right now, and I'd have calculus by the end of my.
She does teach algebra, but she's the nicest lady. She also let me eat and drink whatever. She'd joke with me and Pierce. She dealt with me and Pierce talking the entire time.
Yeah.
We were across the room from each other. We sat across the room from each other. We talked across the room, and she just didn't really care. She dealt with us, which is hard for a teacher to do. And she's really nice. She's young. She is only had 3 years at Bertrand, if I'm correct.
Yeah, Miss Klein.
Yeah, I just said where we live, so
well,
this is kind of
dismantling. By the way, guys, we live in Oregon.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I can't even speak because you're retarded. Yeah, and then we're talking about Miss Rosencrantz. It was a story. When I took her exam. It's only 30 questions. When I was done, I laid on the floor and played my Nintendo Switch. And Miss Rosencrantz, I was laying in the direction to where my back was facing the door so you could see the Switch. And she walked up to me. She didn't yell at me. She said I should turn around. So if Mr. Malzoff walks in, he doesn't see it.
Nice.
She's the best teacher in the world. I have her next trimester, and I'm so ready to just chill with Miss Rose.
Yeah. I really wish I had her.
Mr. Grady's cool too. Mr. Grady will never mark you tardy, and it's the best thing ever because he's 10 minutes late to class every day. Mr. Grady's 10 minutes late to class.
That was Mr. Pat. Ooh, that was I'll just say his name. Passmore a couple of months ago. For first
Mr. Martini was Mr. Martis.
Mr. Ty was Mr. Peters. Oh no.
No.
Roxanne was Rogers.
Keep talking about Mr. Passmore. What were you saying about Mr. Passmore?
So he would make us stay outside the classroom. His door was locked, so we couldn't get in, and we'd literally have to wait for a teacher to unlock it. There was one time he was so sick that he couldn't go to school for the entire week. And so one time we didn't have a substitute, and there was this one kid that had the wise idea to start emailing teachers, hey, we need a sub, we need help, please. And we had everything under control. And then it was okay, but
did any teacher actually come in?
Yeah, Mr. Peters, and then it was the Spanish teacher the next day.
We're messing with Dillinger right now. Dillinger, if you're listening to us right now, I love you.
He's struggling right now with the assignment for band, which is our playing assignment. You almost screwed that up.
I almost stopped recording. Yeah, that would have been bad.
That would have been terrible.
There's not really any other teachers that really stand out to me. Besides, Mr. Grady's cool because he's woodshop. He's really chill. Lets me eat hot Cheetos in the computer lab.
Well, with what you said about we're not going to say the names because we didn't like them. I love my teachers. I love all of my teachers. Yeah. They're all great human beings. They're just little.
I'm going to give a code name for us. For one of the teachers, I'm going to call her Miss Amy. Miss Amy she's a nice lady, but her teaching methods are the worst. You'd think since you're teaching us another language, you'd like help, but she really mostly she just like gives us assignments, doesn't really walk us through it that much, and kind of just has us read off the words on a board. Like that's not really interactive. I like how she does like Quizlet Lives and stuff, but it's really she mostly expects you to do it on your own. You're basically teaching yourself in that class. I got a C+ in that class because there was a lot of tests that she didn't really teach us well or stuff like that, and especially the tired kids. She's also a little hypocritical. Like she'll be like, I do not want energy drinks anywhere near my class. You guys are first hour, you can drink what you want in the morning as long as it doesn't spill, but I don't want energy drinks. But then she drinks a Red Bull every morning. Like, because she doesn't want it to spill or anything, but then she brings a Red Bull. She brings a Red Bull every morning. I love her. She's a really nice lady and all that jazz. She's really nice, and she always does exclamation points or nice things on an email. She's a nice as a person. I love her as a person, but as a teacher, I don't like her that much.
Don't you get like that grandma feel from her though?
Yeah, keep talking. My sister wants me. You bring up stuff about school.
I got you. So with my thing with Miss Amy, she is a lovely teacher. I personally love her to death. She's such a great teacher. You can chill in there, but like her teaching methods aren't as that terrible, I don't think. She makes you record. There's a dog in here. Hey, Velvet, come here. So, with Miss Amy, I'm going to close the door quickly. So, with Miss Amy, she's a great teacher. Just with her way of teaching is basically making you be the one to study it over and over again.
I've returned because I'm
Yeah, welcome back.
Hi.
But like with her way of saying and making us learn how it is, speak it all and stuff, is making us study it constantly till we get it. Like she only reviews it the week of the test, and she'll advise you earlier.
We still talking about Miss Amy?
Yeah.
The one thing I mostly hate about Miss Amy was in Spanish 1B, not 1B, 1A.
Hate's a strong word. Let's use this like.
Fine. Because I don't hate her. I very much dislike her teaching methods, especially when most teachers have an exam at the end and they treat it as a post-test. She had a post-test and an exam. And you know that her teaching methods aren't that well when she didn't have our post-test count in the grade book because of how many kids failed it. I got 51 questions wrong.
How do you get 51 questions wrong? Which one was it?
It was a post-test. It was over everything we learned that entire trimester.
Oh, I have her right now. I didn't have her for first try.
Because she might have upgraded after that, but her teaching methods might be better. But for us, she really had to not count the post-test because of how bad she didn't teach us, which it's a learning experience, I guess.
Well, win-win. You didn't get the post-test.
I'm not going to hold it against her head. I still don't like that it happened, but I'm not going to hold it over her head, Like, I'm hoping that she treats it as a learning experience and she tries to upgrade her teaching methods after that. Because I haven't had her yet. I need to have her next try for B. I'm never taking Spanish 2. I heard you have to. I know in Spanish B, I'm pretty sure you have to read a whole book in Spanish, or that's Spanish 2. One of them you have to read an entire book in Spanish.
I think it's Spanish 2.
I think it's
and then you
Spanish
have
B.
to go over to the elementary and help. Yeah, the elementary kids in 4th grade are learning Spanish now.
Not in just 4th grade, 3rd grade and 2nd grade too.
I didn't know that.
I know that because my grandma babysits kids sometimes, and I sometimes when I need to ride after I walk after school, I can go and them like, hey kiddos, because they really like me for some reason. I don't think they have that many friends, to not being mean, because they're new kids on the block,
Yeah.
They moved in here this year, and I don't think they have that many friends because they're really always excited when they see me, and I've only actually hung out with them once, and I got paid to do it. Because I was babysitting them.
Yeah.
Because my grandma needed help because she was tired. I don't remember the story, but I took them to the park. And that one day, one of them fell, and it was funny. But off topic. What we're talking about again? Oh, yeah, the Spanish in the elementary school. Yeah. Because they were asking me, because I had Spanish, they were like, what are you learning in Spanish? And I'm like, this stuff. I'm like, do you know how to say this? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you're so smart.
Wow, you're so great.
Oh, I don't like little kids. I'm just going to go out and say it right now.
I
do not like little kids. There are certain kids I do like. Like, I like Parker's sister, Rory, and her brother, Oscar. Sometimes they get on my nerves, but that's because kids get on my nerves. I love my little cousin, Ella. She's a saint. But there's so many little kids that just get on my nerves so much. I just can't handle them. I could never be a babysitter at this point. That's why everyone's like, you want to get a job. Why don't you just babysit? I literally would pull my hair out. I can't. I cannot. It is so much just.
Well, when it comes down to me with kids, some kids I love to death. I think that's a dog. It is sister.
It's Alexis.
But
hi, Alexis.
Hi.
What do you want from me?
Podcast.
Yeah, Xbox controller.
My blue one?
Yes.
I don't know where it is. Keep talking. Don't distract me.
Well, what was the subject?
We're talking about kids and how I hate them.
All right. So with kids, I love kids, but there's certain kids that will just really get on my nerves if all they do is want to yell all day and not listen to a single thing you have to say.
Yeah.
Or understand that you're in charge and that you actually need to make sure they don't jump off the staircase and land on a knife and die. So, yeah, it just comes down to them messing with them.
Yeah, I just don't like them because most of the kids I've had to babysit are annoying and needy. Like, they're just really annoying. Like, Alexis, didn't we babysit some kids named Wyatt and Madeline?
Yes.
Yeah, Madeline was annoying as crap. Oh, Lord.
Who was the kid who told you, was Caleb? Was that his name?
Yeah. That told me what?
I don't remember. But he was mean to you and you got mad.
Yeah, because, we're babysitting them. They need to
What did he
listen.
say to you?
I don't remember.
You used to bring it up all the time. I liked Maddox.
Did you
I loved
tell
him.
the parents what they were like at the end, though?
I think he did.
I did.
Good.
Maddox. Maddox was a sweetheart. We still see Maddox sometimes to see how he's doing. He was a sweetheart kid. But then Wyatt was annoying because he was a little annoying little baby though, and I hate babies. And then Madeline was annoying and high strung and oh Lord.
She just wanted to play video games with you and you were not having it.
Yeah, I was trying to sit in my grandma's bed and play Spelunky, and she'd jump all over me and climb at me, and I'm like, what do you want from me? And she'd be like, I don't know what I do. Just smash my head against the wall.
She wants entertainment.
I want to not
hole in the
talk to
wall.
her.
Okay, I'm gonna go play Xbox.
Yeah, be gone.
You have fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can I grab the cash now?
Allison.
Yeah, I got it. You
All
keep
right.
talking.
Yeah. That's Alexis, everybody.
Hi.
She's gay. And she says it way too much.
I never say I'm gay. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah, I just really don't like kids, at all.
Well, when it's babies, for me, it depends.
It's mostly it's mostly kids who are old, they're at the point where it's the most influential like period where if the parents screw that up, then their whole life is screwed up, and the parents don't care. They treat them like they're still a baby, or they don't monitor them enough. Like, I'm gonna get a personal opinion right now.
Right.
I personally think I love Parker's family. Like, I know, like, I'm pretty sure Sydney hates me, but I love them. They're like another family for me because I've been dating Parker for like 8 months. Like, it's been that long. It doesn't feel like that long, but
did it, guys.
we did it good, boys.
We made it.
But I love that family to death. Like, Miles is fun to hang around. Hayden, like, is fun to talk to. Rory and Oscar, I play with sometimes. Oscar will just jump over me and have I'll just be laying on the ground on my phone waiting for Parker to finish something. He'll just jump over me and have a ball. But I'm pretty sure Sydney's the only one who hates me at this point.
Miles is warming up to you now.
Miles liked me, but he was just upset that since I'm dating Parker, we don't hang out that much anymore, which is completely understandable because we were both good friends. But now that like I'm like Parker's boyfriend, I hang out with her a lot more when I go over there, or I'll me and Parker will go out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna over the summer. I'm gonna start inviting I did that one time when we Jakob came, and if that's his name, I don't know German. And
Jakob
Miles
should come back.
Miles came too.
It's Jacob's his name, but we call him Jakob.
Yeah, Miles came too, and Miles was little bit of a human. I like Miles. I do. I genuinely do.
Let's get to the our cast and
I was
the
still
people.
talking.
Yeah, but let me
finish my subject.
You continue.
I think that kids should be monitored more. Like, I know I've seen that Oscar watches a lot of weird stuff on YouTube. A lot of weird stuff. Like murder videos and like Roblox horror Teletubbies. Like, personally, I wouldn't let my kid watch that at 5. And personally, I think they should monitor that more, but that's
not
them.
At the influential
because
state
Rory scares me because there was one time I was in the car and she drew I was told she draws people sad and not happy because it's easier, and I'm like, okay. And I remember that she drew a dead girl on the window and laughed, and I was honestly a little bit terrified.
There's something wrong with it. I have not met
I'm not
Rory
saying there's something wrong
Oscar.
with them. I'm not going to say there's something wrong with them, so I don't think there's something wrong with them.
I've met
I just
Hayden.
think that scares me.
Kind of. Hayden's pretty chill.
Yeah, I like Hayden.
She's cool.
Hayden's nice to talk to.
Back to the Jakob day when we all went to the
That was when I asked Parker
to
That was when I asked Parker to homecoming. Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about the cast.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start with Pierce now? Because of what happened?
Yeah, let's start with Pierce is my best friend of 14 years, and I love the guy. I love him to death.
He's a great guy.
I don't have many problems with him. If there's the one problem, I'd have to say
he just doesn't care. That's my thing.
I don't know how to describe my thing. I have a couple annoyances. Like, sometimes, like, he'll ask his mom when we're hanging out if he can stay the night, and I don't mind if he stays over, but sometimes he doesn't ask me first.
Yeah.
Like, I love him, and you might
care,
be listening to this. Like, I love you, dude, and it's perfectly okay if you want to stay at my house. It's just sometimes I might have a plan, and then his mom might say yes, and then I'm like, great, now what do I do? And then I don't care. I end up figuring it out. But there was one time where he stayed the night, and I had to go to Parker's, and my mom didn't want to leave him alone at the house for some reason. I don't know, and my mom took him with. To drop me off at Parker's, and then kept him there the entire day. Took him to Maya. I was like, and then she blamed me. I was like, you could have just took him home or something, or I could have asked if you could have came with us. And then she was like, it's your fault. I'm like, no, but you were the one who wanted to keep. But anyways, it's just little things, little things. There's nothing.
Yeah, there's little things.
There's no big problem I have with Pierce. I love you, man.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I love him.
Yeah, some of the little things are a little hypocritical.
He does take bits really far though.
Oh, I think that's great.
Me too.
The little things that. There's another little thing that I was saying that's a little hypocritical because what we do is we'll wrestle and stuff,
mm-hmm.
and sometimes we'll just smack each other. But I think sometimes I think he goes a little too hard. I'll go that little smack,
and it's not friendly anymore. It actually turns into a full fist fight, and someone's neck gets broken.
Yeah. but I love the guy. I love him. Like,
I
he really does.
he does
really
take
does
the
go to-
bits too
he
far.
really- I don't think he
Well,
does
it's not
too far.
but it's
I think
far.
I really does think he does take it to the extreme to make us laugh. Like
So
that one time we went to Frankenmuth when he wore
yeah,
swimming
I have the
trunks
video of
because
this.
he didn't want to change, and he jumped into the Bavarian pool, which is supposed to only be for hotel guests. We just went to play at
Yeah,
the
and it was
arcade.
clearly a sign over top. Of
Yeah,
the whole
that said
thing.
for a hotel guest only. There was no one in the pool, so it'd be really noticeable if you jumped in.
I think it was when they were
and there was
cleaning
no
it.
there was no jumping too. There's a no jumping sign. He just I
Yeah,
remember
he straight up ran it over the fence and cannonballed.
it was awesome, and I loved it. But
It was
I
great.
remember also going, "Oh my god!" and just walking away while
The security walked by. Did you see that though? Yeah, the security walked by, and me and Michaela had to play it off so well, and Dylan Drew walked the other way. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Uh,
I think Pierce is like the only one who's like not on this podcast because he has slightly.
slightly acoustic.
If you do know, he has a podcast called Slightly Acoustic. Check it out after you check because we're more important. But he has one with Brendan, Kenny, and I said
Yeah.
you know what? Screw it. Brendan, Kenny, and Travis Thurlow. They have a.
They
have a
already said their
podcast.
last names. In the
Yeah, they
first
already
one.
said it on
They
the
don't
pod.
care
They-
anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting to listen to sometimes. I just think that sometimes the jokes aren't funny, but they play on too long. I
Yeah.
think Pierce is the funniest one there. I think
Me too.
not to be offensive to anyone.
Yeah.
I think Pierce is the most funny. Travis is the second, and Brendan's the second. Like
Third.
the last. He's the least funniest. Brendan's fun. Brendan's made me laugh a lot. I've had him in my friends' class.
Mhm.
Brendan's a homie. We don't talk or hang out anymore, but we did a lot. I remember at Pierce's birthday party, Pierce's dad called him a transgender.
Transginger.
Yeah.
Which,
and then
he's a redhead.
Yeah, I
so-
called him that all the time, and he got upset. He even made his old Instagram transgender Kenny. Like, it was funny. But I love Brendan. I haven't met Travis, but
Travis
they're
is cool.
fun to be around. I just think that sometimes they have a bit, like they have a
And
bit, they have a funny.
Take it on too long.
They have a funny, and it goes too long. They laugh too long.
And it's
like
not
I
funny
listened
anymore.
to they posted an episode today, and I listened to some of it, and like Brendan was like, "I'll take your cookies" or something, and then they laughed for like.
Was that the first
while.
minute?
That was like
Was that the part
that
I
was like
didn't
the
hear?
first part. That was like the first part, and I think they just laughed at that for too long. Like that wasn't funny. I love you, Brendan. We don't talk anymore. That's okay though. Things change. Things happen. Anyway,
People move on.
let's move on. Because do you have anything else you want to say about Pierce?
Not really.
I think if you have anything else you want to say about Lopez,
Do, 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 do.
that's not the. It's a da da
Wait.
da 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 da. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's what.
like that bit. Like
He
he wore a Hawaiian shirt that made him look like George Lopez, and everyone kept calling him Lopez the entire day. And there's a video of it.
I
on,
heard-
that I have on my phone. I'll
I
post
was-
on like a story or something. But
Yeah, I was
ended up
overtold
taking
that
the-
he took off his
he
shirt,
took off the Hawaiian
threw
shirt,
it
threw
in
it in
the
the trash,
can.
dumped things on it, and then threw trays
I
over
was
top
told it
of
was just
and
mangoes.
and he never grabbed it.
Did he wear a shirt the rest of the day?
He had a tank top under it, like a white
Alright.
tank top. I said, "You look like
Now he
Lopez
looks
more
like-
now because you have like the classic
Yeah.
Mexican laborer tank top." And then he almost punched me. It was for the bit. It was a punch for the bit.
It was a funny bit.
I even asked him. I texted him after my fourth hour, and like wood shop. I was like, "You all right, man?" Because I didn't know if he was actually for the bit. And he's like, "Yeah, after for the bit." Like you never know with him.
So
So who do you want to move on to?
me and Michaela really wanted to take that on further, though. So
yeah, I know
that
the plan,
night,
but let's not talk about that because Pierce might listen. Pierce will probably listen.
I learned the whole George Lopez thing. Low rider.
Don't spoil it.
It's not a
Don't-
spoil. He already
Shut
knows.
up.
You have to blow up people's ears.
I'm
Yeah.
Shut up.
Continue that sentence.
Okay, move on. Let's talk about. Let's talk about you.
Me?
Let's talk about
Okay.
you. I hate you.
Love you too.
You suck. You, oh
I
my
know.
lord, you're the worst
I'm
person.
such a terrible person. I
I'm
just
kidding.
keep breaking further.
Allison is great.
I'm just gonna say good things from here.
Allison's great. Yeah.
See?
Allison's great. I'm a little mean to Allison sometimes because she's crippled. I was like, take your cane, just walk away every time I see her.
That's what Miles does.
Aiden, and I'll be like, what? What are you gonna do? Hobble over here and grab it?
Yeah, I'll literally go.
Okay, we're gonna count this as episode 2, but technically we'll do 1 point
Part 2.
episode 1 part 2 or episode 1.5 because we don't know what happened, but it cut us off.
It reached the 30-minute mark and it just stopped.
It just stopped. So we were talking about how I steal your cane sometimes and you hobble
and I
over.
said I'd full-fledged hop after you. Like Parker the other day, I had to run so I could get a head start to go after you.
Yeah. You're nice. I like you. I find it nice that I'll spam you to do something and then you'll do it. Or like for this podcast, like I was like, let's get a mic, let's do it, and then you were like, you just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was down.
That's nice. Or like I'll be like, can you buy me breadsticks?
Well, it's like the thing with We Have No Life. It gives me something to do and something that
I just think it'd be really nice. I'll be like, can you buy me breadsticks? Or like at a football game, I'll be like, I want pizza, and then
Well, yeah, I would have you go get something for me too. So it was a favor.
Yeah, but I still get things. Like, that's really bad. That's
like
that sounds really bad. Like you're cool because you give me.
Because I give you money.
No, just because you're nice. Like.
That's part of being nice.
Yeah, you're just nice. Like, I'll be like, let's play Minecraft. You'd be like, I'm busy. But like, I don't care. Like, what did you do your entire vacation in North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever? You played Minecraft with us at like.
I played Minecraft with you guys from like 8 p.m. or like around 10 when I got home.
Like 6 p.m. until when you went to sleep.
Yeah, which would probably be like
5 a.m.
3 or 4 or 5 a.m.
3, 4, 5 a.m. Like that's dedication to the boys.
Well, yeah, it's also dedication to being sleep deprived.
Yeah, we call Allison one of the boys because she's basically one of the boys.
Yeah, since August, I've been legally one of the boys.
Yeah, because we'll just hop into Minecraft realm and we'll just chill. Don't ask to join our realm.
Don't ask.
Unless I know, like if Pierce wants to join the realm, but he can't yet because PlayStation doesn't have complete cross like Microsoft
as long
realm.
As he doesn't do what Xander did.
Pierce wouldn't because it's me. It's my realm.
Right.
We're best friends. He wouldn't. Everyone gives Pierce too much credit of how far he'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but PlayStation, you can play cross-platform, but you can't realms yet. You can't do realms yet.
When does realms come to PlayStation?
No clue. PlayStation is slow to everything.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked if they have a set date.
They have good things. Like, there's PlayStation VR, and there's, like, cool games.
The only thing I don't like about PlayStation is the controller. To me, it's weird for some reason.
Yeah, we're supposed to be talking about people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just move on from you. You're nice. You're crippled.
I'm nice. I'm crippled.
Yeah.
That's.
Some other girls might have problems with you because there's girls who are like, Allison's filled with drama, but I'm a guy, so I don't care.
There's no people that really tell me I'm drama. Like, I'm just kind of chill with everyone. Everybody knows me, but no one really cares at the same time.
A lot of people like, I hear a lot of overtalk. Like,
really?
Allison Miller.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't care though.
I don't hear anything.
That's because no one's gonna say it to your face, dum dum.
Well, I think it's because I've been crippled since October 6th, and people have been yelling at me lately again, saying I'm faking it all. And I've had people, I'd be walking to health class in first try, and every day I would get pushed into the wall in the small hallway purposefully. Yeah, you can laugh, I know.
No,
but it wasn't you.
It's because when we walk out of health, I always step on your cane.
Yeah, but this was before the class. After class, I don't care if you do it. I can hop.
Yeah, you can. It's different because it's me. Because it's not.
It's different because it's you.
Yeah, because I'm not like doing
people,
it like to mess with you. Well, I'm doing it to mess with you, but I'm not like, oh my god, you're crippled, you suck. I'm like, I want to mess with my friend Allison.
Doing it to be mean. But with these people, my cane is foldable. So if you step on the end of it, it's going to fall apart and I will fall down. Like, it's no joke. And so I had one coincidence this trimester so far. And I'm actually really happy that it's not happening no more. But I did have one person yell at me again after school, after you guys all left as I was walking back to the spot after I threw something away. Just tell me to stop faking it. And stuff.
Yeah, why don't you stop faking it?
Yeah, I'm just such a dramatic person. I would do one of the.
Let's move on to.
Wait, can I say like why though? Like my adventure with the cripple thing, so people can at least understand what I've been through.
Oh, your nerf thing?
No, like all the crap I had to go through with doctors and shit. Ooh.
It doesn't
matter anymore. I don't care. So.
potty mouth.
I curse so much.
If you
It's
curse,
so
if you
bad.
curse, if anyone reads sees like a teacher or something listens to
I-
this, it's you going down, not me.
Yeah, it's actually making me mad about how ignorant people are. So I don't mean to curse that much.
Just
or like when
stop
I do.
getting off subject. I hate
You did. So we called Covenant, which is the hospital in our area.
Like the aliens from Halo?
Yeah, I called Covenant, and the aliens told me that
You're funny.
Yeah, I'm so funny. Hit me.
Beat
So-
you senseless. I'll put you in a wheelchair.
What the doctors told me is that I had to wait a month. So it's like mid-November now. I've been walking with the cane for a month and a half, and its pain's slowly increasing. And so while I was at Covenant around November 20th, somewhere around then, they told me that I had to go straight to an MRI. Thanks for playing that back.
I'm
Such
sorry.
great audio. So they
No
told
one heard
me
it.
I had to get an immediate MRI. So an hour later, like you usually get an MRI within another month, which I didn't have to wait for. And so they told me my kneecap was displaced and that it was growing wrong. So I was worrying about that till like mid-December. I think it was before I went back down to South Carolina again for Christmas break.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't remember when it was. The doctor's pointed at U of M. Okay, dude, I don't care.
Oh my god,
But
so getting distracted.
Oh my god. So yeah, they told me everything looks fine. I was diagnosed wrong with ligamentous laxity. Now I have benign hypermobility and stuff. So I just have to really take it easy and like act like I'm falling apart as a 60-year-old and treat myself carefully and not like do anything. And if I'm like starting to hurt, I have to stop like immediately.
Okay, can we shut up about your stupid problems now?
That's all I wanted to do. Because
I'm sorry.
people just really tick me off about that now.
Okay.
Okay,
Can we talk about? Can we
yeah.
stay on one subject for once?
I was on one subject.
Yeah, I don't care. Let's talk about who's.
Wait,
next?
we didn't finish the people.
Yeah, that's where I'm
So-
staying. Let's talk about.
We did me.
We
We did
didn't-
Pierce. We did Michaela. We didn't do you.
What do you want to talk about me real
We
quick?
can do you. Well, you're a nice person. You're great. You're funny. You're caring.
That's all I need.
Yes, that is all you.
We can end this right
There's
here.
like nothing bad about you. Not really, but you do like are mean sometimes, like not intentionally though.
Yeah, I do have a problem that I'm completely aware of and I'm working on. That when I get
Mhm.
really actually upset and angry, I will take it out on my surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll be like, "Shut up!" really aggressively, or I'll just say, "Literally, no one asked."
Yeah,
You know,
that's your most popular quote recently.
Yeah, I'll just like. I'm great at because I work on it, but I'll also try to turn it into a joke so it's not obvious that I'm actually trying to be mean, so no one actually notices, no one actually gets upset. But sometimes it does slip through the cracks,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm working on it. I promise. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm one of the people who
How
has
did my
issues.
cane get over there?
I threw it.
When?
Like an hour or two
That's
ago.
another thing about me. I don't remember crap.
Yeah. But I'm one of the people who have the great ability, the special ability
To remember things?
Yeah, so I'm normal, unlike you. But I have the ability to know that I have an issue and work on it. Like I'm not in denial about what's wrong with me. I know there's things in my personality that needs to be worked on, and I know there's things that I do that needs to be worked on.
Well, you have reasons too why you act the way you do.
Yeah, there's obviously a reason. Like when I take out my anger, there's obviously a reason. I'm not just being a jerk to you guys on purpose. Like
Yeah.
something got me. Something got me to act that way.
Mm-hmm. So now
We're not going to get into that.
We're not going to.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
don't
I
want to
was
talk
gonna
about that
move
on the podcast.
So
Yeah.
now we have
We have
Dillinger and Parker
Michaela,
left.
Dillinger, Parker, and we have Olivia. Don't you dare forget about
I
Olivia.
won't forget Olivia. I was just about to say Olivia, but you interrupted me.
Olivia, you're cool. Allison doesn't think you're cool, apparently.
No!
Let's just talk about Olivia
I
now.
love
Let's talk
Olivia.
about
She's
Olivia now, since
great.
apparently you don't like Olivia.
I love Olivia.
Olivia is the new kid on the block for our school group.
She came here around the homecoming week of, like our homecoming week. That's
Did
when
she?
she came here. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been here for a while, but she hasn't actually conjoined in the group. She'd sit at a different table with headphones in and draw, and then we'd go over there and talk to her a couple times. But now she's kind of conjoined to our table, and now she's like one of the boys. Like she walked with me, Parker, and Dillinger the other day to Little Caesars, and we talked and we talked. Olivia is a really great addition to our friend group. She's talented with the drawing. We're like a dynamic duo on no musical talent because we're not the ones in band. Let's knock it off subject, Allison. Don't want to talk about 20 minutes about your stupid trumpet skills, which you don't have.
I never said any of my trumpets.
I didn't ask you, did I? But Olivia's a great addition. I love her. She's sweet. She has the sort of humor I do, where like me, I have small of, Pierce and Dillinger have mega of, where they're mean, but like not like as a joke. But Olivia always like JK, kidding.
Yeah.
Pierce and Dillinger just like die.
Like I text Olivia every now and then, or I'll comment on her stories a lot.
I talk to her all the time.
Yeah, I don't get to see her only because of the lunch differences.
Yeah, she's funny. Like she did that little thing, you know, those story things where it says in this you're gonna do this, and she did the one that says 2020.
Yeah,
she'll fall in love with like a
Libra.
And then she asked me, she was like, I need to know your birthday. I'll die if I don't. It's important. Don't ask questions. She's like, okay, just it's like, oh, thank God you're a Virgo. And I hate astrological sign things like, oh, horoscope and Virgo. I hate it. It's ridiculous, but Olivia's pretty cool. I don't have a single problem with Olivia.
Neither do I. I haven't gotten to hang out with her much, but I hung out with her. Michaela's, she's cool.
Yeah, I have literally not a single problem with Olivia, and I hope she does stick around to our friend group. But what are you doing?
My cord.
I do not care.
And I don't know what happened to that.
So now we have Michaela and Dillinger.
Parker and Dillinger.
Parker. Oh yeah, Parker and Dillinger. I'm gonna be biased when we talk about Parker, so let's talk about her last. Dillinger. Dillinger is.
I know you have a problem with Dillinger.
I don't have.
You don't have a problem, but I
don't have a problem. Like Dillinger, I do not hate you at all. You know that. Dillinger has the problem I have, but so much more extremer. Where if one thing's obsessing me, he takes out the anger on us, which.
He doesn't mean to.
He doesn't mean to, yeah. He doesn't mean to. But it doesn't mean it doesn't suck, you know?
Yeah. I get a lot of the backlash.
I get a lot of the, Aiden, shut up. You suck.
Yeah, but I get a lot
so
of
bad.
legitimate pain. My phone's going to die. So
yeah, like there's sometimes where I'll make a joke with Dillinger and he'll be fine with it. And then other times he'll just be really mean. And there's sometimes where I can't handle Dillinger. But most of the time I can. Like, I like Dillinger. Like I like that one time at Michaela. I say like too much. That one time where like we were at like Michaela's and we took Dillinger's hat. And we hid Dillinger's hat. And that was
went on for like 30 minutes, like an hour,
where we just hid his hat from him. But that's off topic. I love Dillinger. He's a nice guy. He's nice to hang around. Basically, he's on this podcast. Everyone in our friend group's gonna be on the podcast. Parker, I told her she's doing it anyways.
All right.
I told her she said that she'd do if she really wanted, like if I really wanted her to, and she kind of wants to do it, but she doesn't want to do it like all the time because she feels like her input would be boring. So she wants to do it occasionally. Like like every 5 episodes, have her pitch in, or maybe during an episode, like she jumps in her calls. Yeah, like stays in the background.
Like we could call it right now.
Like she doesn't want to be a main person all the time who's talking the entire time because she feels like she'd be boring. We're basically doing. We'll come back to Parker. We're not talking about Dillinger. It's my fault now. I love Dillinger. I make a lot of jokes about his spine because he has scoliosis.
So do I.
Or there's a little joke that he gets mad at me all the time for, which I don't know if it's genuine anger. Because on his road, there's a sign that says blind person area, because there used to be a blind lady that lived there. And anyone asks what Dillinger Street is, and I'll be like, oh, it's the blind people area, and he'll be like, shut up, Aiden. And I'm like, it's true. It's the big street. That's how I remember. I don't know a street name. It's the street with the big sign.
To the car wash.
I know it's the street that has the yellow sign that says blind people area. Like I'll make jokes and be like, how can you see when you're driving down that road? Or we walk down there to the garage sale is down there. It's like, how do you know where you're going? And he'll like get upset at me, but I love Dillinger.
How do you think blind people, like if they were able to drive, Do you think like
They-
they'd have their dog bark left or right?
They wouldn't drive.
Well, what if they could?
They can't.
Tesla.
Tesla.
Don't even.
What?
I thought you were gonna call something stupid.
You are stupid. There's so I love Dillinger, but I think he takes his emotions out on us too much.
Well, it's not that.
I
It's-
know he doesn't do it on purpose. I know he doesn't mean to, or he might not like it. I'm just saying that that's something that like about Dillinger that I'm hoping that he's trying to work on, because it's like me, like I do it, but like slightly, but Dillinger does it so much worse.
I would assume.
Or Dillinger
that
will
he
just
is.
Dillinger will just be negative a lot, and sometimes it's way too negative. Like I love you, man, but there's sometimes where it's like, you know.
Yeah, we love you. Just
Yeah, we love you.
You can be pretty brutally angry a lot.
Yeah, brutally angry,
Like yesterday,
or brutally mean.
I was mid mental breakdown
Or there's
after studying.
Or there's
the
one
stupid
thing. There's
Audacity
one thing that upsets me. Like we'll be talking and he'll just say something negative out of nowhere. Like that's how Aiden is. He does this when I don't do that or something. Like, you know, have you ever done that to you?
Probably.
Or I'll try to give Parker a hug and be like, "That's Aiden. He's a clingy little dum dum."
Yeah, he's told me that.
Yeah, I was like, clingy. Oh, I'm a little clingy, but so he'll take small things to the extreme. But let's not. I don't want to drag on Dillinger.
He understands.
I love
though.
him. I don't want to just drag on him for this. Final person is Parker. Parker's my girlfriend. I love Parker. To me, from my perspective, she's really sweet, really nice to me. Always tries her best to hang out with me, like 24/7. I think sometimes her friends will let her come over, but I love her. She's nice. She's the best girlfriend I've ever had. All my exes sucked. What?
They're gonna listen, but yeah.
If they listen, then
It just depends.
just to let you know that you're not a bad person. Just
Yeah.
as a partner, you were garbage.
At the time.
Like there was at the time. Like there was one who I got a laptop for Christmas and sent her a video of me on it, and it was a 10-second clip of a show that she wasn't that far in. How many weeks do you think she didn't talk to me? If you said 2, you'd be right.
I was going to say 2.
Yeah. And then one of them was not in the state. We're not going to talk about that because it was okay. It was okay, but there's a recent encounter where we're not talking anymore, which I don't actually give a crap about. Like nothing in my life has changed. Just I don't call her, which I don't care about.
I'm so
calls with
confused
her-
about her though, because Dillinger told me she was really cool and that I would get along with her.
She
And
was.
all
She
this
was. She
stuff
used to. I don't know what
and
happened.
I was so confused.
I don't know what happened to her. She used to be really cool and really nice to hang out with, but recently she was just. I don't want to say. I was
yeah.
gonna start swearing.
Don't.
She's just not nice or anything, or only cared about whatever. And
I was told she was a little bit of a user.
she could be. Let's not drag her.
Let's
not. I don't
Let's
wanna-
move on.
I don't want to do. She would, but if she ever messaged me again and was like tried to rekindle a flame of our friendship, I wouldn't say screw off. I wouldn't. I'd be like, okay, let's work on it. But still, as of now, nothing in my life has changed. Like, Panda. Me and Panda used to not be friends for like almost a year because of comments, which I've gotten into, but I don't want to get on to. But I still love them guys because we rekindle our friendship.
Yeah, me and Panda are actually really chilled.
Which before we start continuing about Parker, one thing I do hate is people who you're not friends with someone, you rekindle the friendship, you let everything behind you, and everyone's like, "Why are you friends with them again? They did this in the past."
Yeah,
no one
cares.
No one can let go of the past anymore.
I've tried that. I've tried being friends with this one person, but she just kept bringing up the past.
Yeah,
and
I'm friends with somebody
people.
who, if he's listening, he knows who he is. We had an issue and did things, made like weak posts about me, made up what everyone thinks, everyone knows was not exactly.
I didn't know they were about 100%. You at the time.
Yeah, no one knew they're about me because they're not truthful.
Yeah,
because no one identified me as me because they're not right. It didn't relate to me like really at all. But we're chill again. We're completely chill again, and that's cool. Like there's so many people anymore who just can't let go of the past, like at all.
Well, I can let go of the past. Just I'm afraid of building that one friendship again because something's gonna happen.
There's a lot of people on the outside who can't forget the past. It's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, me and Pierce have had arguments that I don't even remember anymore. Me and Pierce have had arguments that we just don't care. We'll have an argument. We'll let go of it the day it happens.
Mhm.
Like, there was one argument that the only argument I remember because he that cat. You see that cat right there? That's my grandma's cat that she got from her brother Mitch, who died. And the little bottom that got the batteries in it, he broke. And I yelled at him because it was my grandma's cat. I was like, you got to start like, you come over here all the time, like, you don't care about stuff. And we started arguing, and then later we just went upstairs and hung out.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice. Like,
you know what
but-
that cat reminds me of, though?
What?
You remember those bad kitty books?
yeah.
The kid books? Yeah.
Parker, I like Parker. Like, obviously, she's sweet. I love her. She tries her best to hang out with me. There's certain things that'll happen and that'll get on my nerves or upset me, but then we'll talk about it, and then it'll be fine later. And that's a great thing to have in a relationship where I can actually talk to her. And
Mhm.
I'm happy.
Having that trust and able to talk
Yeah.
whenever.
I'm happy
about
how
anything.
I'm happy how I am. I'm happy who I'm with. Parker's a great addition to my life. And I love you, Parker. Hi.
You wave it.
I can wave at the mic if I want to. It makes it feel more real to me. Shut your
All right.
mouth.
I have an imagination.
Oh my lord, you suck so badly. Why am I doing this with you? I should have invited someone else over. Oh my lord. But yeah,
Mhm.
Parker's great. Do you have anything? I don't
I don't have anything.
There's only
to
one
add.
thing I have bad about her. Sometimes she'll like. There's been an occasion where she'll make a joke, and then later I'll be like, "That upset me." She's like, "It was
Is it
just
like
a-"
at the table and stuff? 'Cause
Or,
I
yeah.
don't hear that.
It'd be like there's occasions where like
We might have to have a part 3.
it'll be fine. It'll make a joke, and then it'll upset me, and then we'll talk about it later. And she'll start it off with it was just a joke, but obviously sometimes if it upsets me, it's not an excuse. But she
Mhm.
understands that after a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she understands that now. But there was the only annoyance I've ever had with her was like when we were first getting together, like we first got together. She made a couple jokes, and then she didn't. You were there for that.
Which day?
Remember, because I got my expander.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
I like it started giving me lisps, and it was the first day I had it, and I
It was when we were in Frankenmuth, wasn't it?
and I didn't want the expander. Like, my mom wanted me to go through it, and I did not want it. I was fine with how my teeth were, so I was self-conscious about it the first day, and she kept making jokes about it, and I was like, please don't. And then she kept going, and then I talked to her about it. And then she was like, it was just a joke. And then like 30 minutes later, we talked about it again. And then we were completely fine. But it was understandable. She didn't understand what she was doing, and she didn't mean to. But it was okay. It's just one little occasion. And I love her.
You don't even like really even have a list.
I don't anymore because I've gotten used to it.
It wasn't even bad.
I didn't know what to do. Like,
yeah. The list was fine.
The only thing that bugs me now is everyone's a baby. That's what I'm realizing with braces and expanders and everything. Just pop a couple pain pills, you'll be fine. Everyone's like, oh my god, oh my god, it hurts so much. Like, oh my god, I put wax. The wax isn't working. Like, I have a couple cuts on my mouth and they don't even bother me.
Yeah.
Like, stop being babies. Like, it's not that bad. I got a new wire that hurt a lot. I popped a pain pill and just went through it.
Yep.
Just pop a pain pill, or like put ice on it, or put warm stuff on it. Just stop being a baby.
Do something about the
Most
problem.
Most people who are the
and
babies are the ones who can't accept that they have to change their eating habits. They'll eat what they're told not to eat, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, it hurts so much." I don't follow the eating habits. I'm not supposed to eat chips. I eat chips all the time.
You
I'm not
drink like almost a 2-liter a day.
You are not supposed to drink pop because it ruins your teeth. There is an empty 2-liter on my desk and a half full one right now. You are not supposed to drink pop. It's yeah. My teeth, you can tell. I used to have those 2 front teeth behind my front teeth. Not there anymore.
Nice. Yeah, with braces. My mom wants me to get braces, and I don't really want them. Like, my gap isn't that bad. My dad had one, and it's closed. It closed by the time he was out of high school, and mine's gotten a lot smaller. It's gotten to the point where I don't think I need braces anymore because it's gotten so small over time.
Yeah. Is there anyone else in our cast who, like, we want to talk about? Or do we actually cover everybody?
I think we covered everybody because we did me, you, Parker, and Michaela. So those are all the girls, including Olivia. And then we did which would be you, Pierce.
Yeah, we did.
And Dillinger.
We did.
We
definitely did. We need to. This year has been we've been slacking this year. We have not hung out like all of us and like at all. Like the first time we hung out was that Christmas thing, and then we had Michaela's birthday party, and that was it.
Yeah, and it's the thing that Michaela didn't comprehend. We wanted the Christmas party at her house too.
Huh?
Remember how we had a plan to have it at her house, and she didn't tell her parents, and didn't realize it was at her house.
Yeah. I love you, Michaela.
We love you. But the plans.
But your brain cells, you only got one of them. Yeah. And then I compromised. I was like, all right, let's go to Goalpost. And then 2 people who will remain unnamed came in and ruined everything. Yep. Yeah.
That turned into a big scene pretty quickly.
Yeah. I remember I gave like $7 to the dude at the counter for. I felt so bad because
I didn't know you gave him $7.
Yeah,
nice.
I had Dillinger give up and give them the rest of everyone's money that I could find. Nice. That's why we didn't have much money for arcade games. We're all like, Allison, look at all your change, because I gathered up everything everyone else had from buying food and was like, let's just give it to them, because I felt bad because I had to sit there and deal with it because it was so loud.
Me too. I felt bad for everybody else that was in there.
It's in the past now.
It is.
It's great about talking about the past is you can let go of it. Like, as I was saying earlier, some people can't let go.
And you don't have to bring it up. You don't have to talk about it.
You don't have to bring it up. You can bring it up as, like, a point, but you never need to, like, hold a grudge against it. Like, those 2 people, I never bring it up to them. I never even brought it up after the fact. I never brought it up to them once. I don't bring it up in an argument. I don't say I hate the people. I'm just saying, for the podcast so we can talk, to add into the conversation, like, I do not hate them for that. Yeah. Like, some people really need to just let go, huh?
Yeah.
I understand not liking people or hating people or thinking they are a jerk because they constantly do things, but everyone's like, why don't you just let go? Because you can't let go if someone's constantly being a jerk, and there's something new every time you talk to them. Yeah.
What I've learned to do over my time of being alive is just try to go with the flow of everything and not acknowledge when people are being rude, and just not to care what they think.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still walking on the cane today.
I'm going to put you in a wheelchair one day, I swear to God.
I want one.
I don't think there's really anything else that we had on the agenda for this episode. I want to do a quick spiel about horror movies, but I'll do that real quick. I love.
You have 3 minutes.
Yeah, I love horror movies. So much. Yay! Horror movies! Yeah, I'll go on a spiel about that one day, because we were going to talk about hobbies, but I don't feel like we'd have enough time for hobbies.
You also want to talk about future plans.
I did want to talk about future plans. We'll see how long this goes on for. We'll see if this drags on, because I feel like we shouldn't do a part 3 because there's not much left to talk about. Yeah. So let's talk about the future for the podcast. We're going to try to do an episode every week.
Yeah.
Like every week. And if we can't do it on the weekend, like maybe after school goalpost or something, we're going to try. Yeah. We're going to try our best to do one every week. And we're going to try our best to not have it consistently like me and Allison. Like, I'm going to be in every single one of them.
Yep.
Because I have the mic and I'm the host. But it'll be like maybe one, like, I think the second one or one of them is going to be me, Allison, and Michaela, because that was the plan for today. One might just be me and Dillinger, me and Parker, or just me and Michaela. One might be me, Olivia, and Michaela, or me, Olivia, and Parker, me, Olivia, and Allison. It's going to be mixed. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to try to make sure that no one feels like left out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to. I don't even care if anyone really views this or not. Like, if there's not much people, we're going to try to get it out there.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't really get out there, then we'll probably stop. But I also don't care if it's not.
Unless it's just a fun thing. If it
doesn't get like, I don't care if it get massive. But obviously, I'm not going to stay here.
If we do, it's still a good thing.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person that doesn't want to put all this effort and not get one single listener. I feel like we will, because Michaela said she'd promote on her account. Olivia said she'd promote on her account.
Dylan said he'd put on his YouTube channel.
You get Dylan Warner.
By the way, go to Dylan Warner on YouTube. He's a saxophone player in our band. He's a great dude, funny, makes content.
I love his content. I'm not even in band, and someone sent me. Allison and Pierce were like, "Watch this crap."
Yeah, me and Dylan.
I was like, I don't want to watch your band garbage. That's exactly what I said, and then
that's what everybody says to band kids.
Yeah, and I loved it, but.
people just gotta learn that band kids aren't like crackheads. Although we
Yeah.
can seem like it.
We don't have much time left.
We don't.
How do you want to sign this out?
See y'all at the next one.
This has been the Our Last Brain Cells podcast. Again, I'm your host, Aiden, and this has been one of your co-hosts,
Allison.
their favorite crippled co-host, and we will see you next time.